Yeah, the phone cut off, so I'm gonna try to make this the last one. I hate when that shit happens because I'd rather just talk for like 10 to 20 minutes straight without doing everything, like the phone cutting off and running out of minutes. I don't like that. Like I say, I like to do this off the top to make sure the information clicks and it's retained. But I left off talking about Dumat Jandel. I got a problem with saying it, Al. Dumat Jandel and Abu Bakari's date when he died, which is in August of 634. Now I was saying, like, as far as the dates and how like they not really in accord as far as the order of the places that Khalid-Ibn-Al-Walid been to. So like, let's take Marj Rahid that I mentioned, like that place, right? When he attacked those people, it was supposed to be on Easter because they were Christians. So I'm like, okay, cool, Easter, so that'll be six. So again, looking up the date again, it will be 634, of course, but it'll be April the 24th. So I'm like, not only does it not go along with the date that Khalid received a letter for this holy war, but the chapter even previous to this, as far as like when Abu Bakr first gave the order for everybody to get ready to go north. So I'm like, okay. Now, as far as that, like when they all camped at Al Jerf, which is supposed to be like 4.8 miles north of Medina, that was like around April, March and April. That was like around that time, I believe. I know at least April. So I'm like, okay, you take that time from that chapter, and then you take this time when he supposedly attacked the people of Marj Rahid, which was supposed to have been on the day of Easter, which means it is also in April. And then you take the date as far as when he first received the letter in Al-Hira or Tamar, Al-Hira or Tamar, whichever interpretation that you take or whatever. But yeah, when I'm like, those are three contradictory dates as far as like when everything's supposed to have happened. And again, as far as Dumat Jandel, that's in northwestern Arabia. So why would he go all the way north throughout the Euphrates, then hit eastern Syria to Carkesia, then go all the way back down straight south through the Levant until he gets to Araka or Araba, which I think it is, and then go to fucking Dumat Jandel, and then go back north from Dumat Jandel and basically go to Tamar, which is not too far from Carkesia, and then continue through central and southern central and southwestern Syria or whatever, through all these towns that I mentioned, Tamar, Quaria Dane, Huarin. I mean, that don't make sense. So I'm not saying that Dumat didn't happen. I'm just not sure if he went to Dumat and then went back north. I wonder if Dumat was really the last fucking stop, and then the dates will make sense. And secondly, again, because I feel like I'm forgetting something. Hopefully, I'm not as far as this portion. I don't know. I just got a lot of questions about that. Those dates just don't fucking add up. I know what it is. Araka. Now, when I was thinking about Araka and I was doing my research, I'm like, okay, that could be Araba. Now, in the last chapter, they did mention how Araba was attacked, but it was Amar ibn al-Asi as-Sami that sent Abu Umama as-Sudai to Araba. But in this chapter, they were saying that Khalid stopped there as well before he made it to Dumat Jandel and besieged the people there. So I'm like, okay, as far as like when trying to make sense of the dates and how they contradict each other, I'm like, okay, number one, let's just say you discard the date when you received the letter, which is way after April, between June and July. I'm like, okay, let's just say he did start his journey early. And that would mean if he really did defeat the people of Araba, he did it jointly with Abu Umama as-Sudai. Then that would kind of like make sense. See what I'm saying? So I'm like, it just, I don't know, that's fucking weird. But anyway, so that's why I'm kind of questioning Dumat Jandal. I'm thinking that's probably like the last portion or the last place he been to after he went through Syria. In other words, when he first fucking left Iraq and he made it into Karkisia, maybe he went from Karkisia to Tamir and then so forth. And then Dumat Jandal was the last place. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so he's in Marj Rahit. After he defeated the people there, then he sent a guy named Busra ibn Abi Firi. He sent him to Damascus, to a fertile area in Damascus that they call Ghouta. So he he raided a lot of villages there. Then that's when Khalid went to Damascus, but he went to a city there called, or place there called Thaniyat Thaniyat al-Yukab. Stayed there for a little bit. When everybody was getting ready to leave, he was somehow blessed from the bishop there. Not blessed, but the bishop gave him words of encouragement saying, keep the covenant or whatever. So they leave out a whole background history as far as what happened when he finally made it there. How he got acquainted with everybody. But they camped out at one of the city gates because there's like 7 city gates in Damascus altogether. One could be Bab Jabaya, another one could be Bab Sharqui.